And we are going, today is December 4th,
Yes,
2018. This is Math 1. It's a rainy day in Yucaipa.
2019, not
What?
2018.
It's 2019?
Yeah.
Really? I just lost a year of my life.
2020 now.
It's 2037.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be so.
In like 30 days. It's
Like
2020?
In like 25 days, it's gonna be.
I don't know why it's gonna be cool.
It was hard when it was like 2000. Like 2000.
I was born
Like
in
2000.
2006.
Like, cause like, you can say like, okay, this is like 19. Like, you can say it's like 09, 19, like it was 00.
Yeah.
Like on, yeah, never mind.
Like if they ask
I give it
No,
to
it's,
say,
it's,
2005.
What year is it?
Uh-oh.
You say 2000.
Like I say, okay, what year did you graduate? I say 89. Like when people ask me, what year did you graduate? 89.
The future? Just kidding.
No, but people,
I
right?
know.
Okay, so what year did you graduate? 05. What year did you graduate? 00? Right? It kind of seems weird. Okay, let's do a lesson. So, lines of best fit. Give me the learning goal, Jackson.
I can use statistics to understand the world around me.
Cool, and then Presley, how about the Y?
Information data is displayed in graphs and tables all over the place, on TV and books on the internet. I want to understand this information and be an informed citizen.
Thank you for reading the stuff inside the parentheses this time, right? Was that you last time? Who didn't read the stuff inside the parentheses?
I read the stuff inside.
Somebody just skip the stuff inside the parentheses. Was it this class? Okay, I don't know.
No, I think it was first period.
It may have been first period. Nico, first sentence.
Scatter plots are great, but how can we use scatter plots to make predictions?
That's a good question. And how about Maddie? Next sentence.
You know how to draw in a best fit line.
Do you know how to do that?
I don't know.
Okay. Hopefully we do. That's just the line that goes through all the points.
Oh.
Can you create an equation for that line? That's what we're going to do today. So we're going to create the equation for a best fit line. This is not really new material. Oh, I feel like a song. Let's do it. Come on, grab a mug. Nico. What's in the mug today? Hot chocolate. Hot chocolate.
We're dumping over hot chocolate.
What's in your mug? Okay, now yeah, that's good. Okay, here we go. Y equals mx plus b. 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 Cheers. Math.
Do you know eggnog?
Eggnog is the best.
I don't like eggnog.
What?
Eggnog is good.
Eggnog is delicious. Apple cider.
Doesn't that have alcohol?
I don't like eggnog.
Well, some of them do.
If you add it, it does.
Okay. Again.
Why?
All right, Jackson, give me one thing you know about this equation.
B is like the y intercept.
Okay, nice. Y.
Haven't we done this?
Lizeth, tell me something about M or B. Liam's move. Chris, tell me about M or B.
Or like, isn't M the slope?
M is the slope. Hey, people, come on over here. M is the slope. Fisher, tell me about M or B.
Oh, I was gonna say M is like rise with the run.
Oh, that is, no, that's right. We put that there. Rise over run. Micah, tell me about M or B. Yup. You didn't find a new one. We've done this thinking map a couple times by now. You could flip back in your notes.
B is where
B is Liam's B. It's getting good. Taryn, tell me about M or B. Hey, I'm not going to call it. I'm going in order, kind of. I know, it's sad to be you today. Very disappointed. JJ, I'm not calling on you either. I'm calling on Gavin next.
Oh, yeah, mine was stolen.
Actually, okay, JJ. What could people do to figure out what I'm looking for? They could go back in their notes. Did you just start a new notebook?
Yeah.
Okay, did you just start a new
Same.
notebook?
Yeah.
Okay, is that our issue? Are you still on an old notebook?
Well,
I
I'm on a new one that I know.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay, Presley, give me an M or a B.
Rate of change.
Rate of change. All right, and then Jordan, you get the last one.
Those are the only ones I have. Oh, start?
Start.
Okay.
Good. I think that's everything.
I hope so.
Thanks, man. So the main things are rise and run, not rise and run. Slope and intercept. So this is the slope and the y-intercept. Those are the main things we call them, but all the other stuff is also valid. Next. There's everything about it. Next. What two things does it take to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Brad, two things to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Good. Two things to make a ham and cheese sandwich.
Ham and cheese.
Good. Two things to make a slope-intercept equation.
Y equals mx b or mx plus b.
Follow the whole pattern here. Ready? I'm going to start with you. What two things does it take to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Peanut butter and jelly.
What two things does it take to make a ham and cheese sandwich?
Ham and cheese.
What two things does it take to make a slope-intercept sandwich?
Slope and intercept.
Good. Now watch this. I'm going to take the word sandwich and I'm going to change it to equation. What two things does it take to make a slope-intercept equation?
Slope and intercept.
A slope and an intercept. So in order to make an equation, you need the slope and the intercept. So I want to create the equation for this line. What two things do I need to make the equation for this line, JJ? Yeah. and? Yes, I want to turn this into a sandwich. So I need the slope and the y-intercept. Let's start with the slope. How do I get the slope of this line? Ooh, he's going ooh, but I haven't talked to these people, so I have to talk. Oh, you know, Gavin and I will talk to you.
You can start at like a point where it goes through like directly, or you make the triangle thing.
Give me the first step in finding slope. You have this in your notes somewhere. JJ?
Find the y-intercept.
Nope. The first step in finding the slope. This is not new. We have done this before. Bradley, first step in finding slope.
Find a good point.
Find a good point. Go back in your notes. Find it. How do I do this? I know you're so ready. You're like, I want to be called on, Mr. Barr. Nico, what do I do?
Find two good points.
Find two good points. Okay? Good point. Good point. Find two good points. You don't have to write anything right now. After that, what do I do? Bradley.
Rise over run.
I'm not there yet. What do I do next? Gavin.
Draw the triangle.
Draw the triangle. After that, Karen, I'm gonna. When you're ready, you raise your hand because I have to talk to you. Talk. Boom, 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 boom. JJ, have you given me anything valid today?
I think so.
What did you give me?
How to find slope, or like the y-intercept and slope.
Oh, I haven't asked for that yet. What do I do now?
Oh, you do rise over run.
I'm not there yet. Gavin. Count the rise and the run. What's the rise of this?
What?
Isn't that what JJ
exactly
said?
what he just said? He said rise
Find
over
the rise over
run.
I'm not ready. No, he said. What do you want me to do? It's got to have a verb in it.
I want you to find the rise over the run.
Find it. Is it in your shoe? Can you give me more specific instructions? Because right now I'm very confused. Count the rise and the run. Okay. So what's the rise?
4 or 12.
Okay, good. And what's the run?
1.5.
Nice. Okay. Good. Gavin, what would you like to do now? I'm going to put the rise over the run. So 12 over 1.5, which equals 8. That's my slope.
Yeah.
We have found the slope successfully. I have found the slope. What else do I need? So I've gotten the peanut butter and I've taken it out. Here's my peanut butter. What do I need to find now? The B. How do I find the B? Greenlee.
No, I'm stuck.
How do I find the B, Miranda? Before I do that, Greenlee, what is the b mean? What does b mean?
The y-intercept.
I need to find the y-intercept. Miranda, what is the y-intercept? Okay. See this? Thanks, man. Where's the button? Right, that's the button. That wasn't math, that was just knowing what you're looking at. Hey, ready? Where are my shoes? There are my shoes. Okay, point to the thumb. There's the thumb. This is not math. At this point, it's just knowing what you're looking at. Okay. Gordon, where's the y-intercept? Do you feel my pain right now? Yes.
Oh.
This is just,
Zero, zero.
You know what you're looking at?
Yeah.
Greenlee, where's the y-intercept?
Zero.
It's at right here. It's right there. Hey, how about this line? Where's the y-intercept on this one? 12. Where's the y-intercept on that one about? 4. This is just an identification thing. Low level.
So that is 23 considering it's below the 24.
B equals 0. I found the slope. I found the intercept. What do I do now? This is not new.
Make the equation.
Build the equation for me. Go for it. So it's y equals mx plus b.
Y equals 12 over 1.5.
I'm going to reduce it to 8. 8x
Okay.
plus 0. We are now going to get this into our notes in a nice flow map. Here we go.
But today's lesson is just finding.
We've already done this before. This is
Review?
it's not review because watch, this is, I don't know if you have a flow chart that does this. You probably do. I'm going to add one thing to it. Ready? Here it is. Draw best fit line. This is going to be a big flow. So I give you a scatter plot. You draw the best fit line. Once you have the best fit line, so ready? Scatter plot, best fit line. What do I do next? I'm asking you to recall what we just did. We're going to take what we just did and we're going to build it into a flow. All right, so what do I do now? Chris.
Find 2 good points.
Good. What's the big picture of what I'm about to do?
What to find slope.
We're going to find the slope. Notice I'm going to leave this open because I'm not sure how big this needs to be. We're going to put a whole bunch of stuff under it. Chris says find the slope. I say, how, Chris? Chris says.
2 good points.
Okay. Let's get the camera back over here. Chris says 2 good points. I've done that. Give me the next step in this.
I already draw the triangle.
Man, check you out. Draw, slope, triangle. Okay, not Chris. Somebody else. Chris, you've done your thing for today. Gavin, yes, because I still haven't had.
Count the squares
Um,
or the.
I'll start. Is this what I do? Okay, I'm going to count squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Well, count the squares that are triangles, like on the
On,
triangle.
like, so on the chart, so 1, 2, 3, 4. What if it's like half a square? I know I'm being
Count the
difficult.
rise over the
There we go. Count, rise, and run. I know, I'm difficult. I know. it's a good example of in programming, like how specific the programmer has to be with everything. Like this idea just count, right? You've got to just be, your language has to be so dead on accurate. Otherwise the computer's gonna have no idea what you're doing. Like you can't go. You're right, it's got to be very specific. Okay, count, rise, and run. After that, Taryn. No. What do I do? Micah? Nope, I'm not. I'm still on finding slope. I haven't even found the slope yet. All I have right now is rise and run. I don't rise and run. Miranda. So we're trying to make this into Maddie Heller.
You have to put the rise over the run.
Put the rise over a run. Okay, so right there we just found our M. But we are still not done. There's one more step in this. And this one's good for a house point if you get it right. Okay, go for it. No. I don't even have the jelly out yet. I'm not even done getting out the peanut butter. Jordan.
Get the white.
Oh.
I haven't even finished getting the peanut butter out of the closet or the cupboard. Greenlee. You hear that sound? The sound of people not flipping back in their notes?
I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Chris. Nope. Oh. So, Miranda.
Add a negative if needed.
Add a negative if needed. So in this case, this is a positive line, so it doesn't need a negative. But if it was a negative line, you'd have to add it. Miranda, what house are you in? We have gotten the peanut butter. The peanut butter is out.
Peanut butter.
Yep. Not in his classroom.
Oh.
Aloysius. Next. I drew my best fit line. I found the slope of the line. What do I do now? What do I do? Fisher. Find the y-intercept. Fisher, how do I do that?
You look at the Y line, and you look where the line starts.
You just look.
Yeah.
It's not math, it's just looking at it and knowing what you're looking at. No, should he be looking over there? Oh, sorry. They're telling me he's looking in the wrong direction. He's looking at you.
There you go.
No. No, he's happy. He's in my class. He's happy. Now he looks like a bug a little bit, doesn't he?
There we go. The beam.
Dude, if this teaching thing doesn't work out, Illustrator, right there. Children's books. Yeah. We are still not done. We have the peanut butter. We have the jelly. What do I have to do?
Become a master.
Put it all together. time for a whiteboard and a marker?
Oh, I thought that was Gabby's umbrella.
That's
Okay,
mine.
right.
Oh wow, you guys.
Including Maddie? Okay.
Just, is they felt that it says BMT is supposed
Better from this morning.
to. Go. Yeah.
My backpack fell off my chair.
Oh, okay.
Nico and back this morning.
Yes, you did.
I'm gonna mark her during the day for one guy.
Oh, man,
Yes, you were. Oh.
All right. Go to slide 11. Now, listen to my instructions. We're going to do this a little bit differently. What I'd like you to do, I want you to find the slope of this line, and I want you to put it right here. Just all I want is the slope up in this corner. The slope up in that corner.
Do you want it in a fraction? Or?
I'd rather have it as a fraction as opposed to a decimal. The slope in this corner. Okay. Upper left, upper left. Not the word slope, the actual slope. All right, let me get this slope. Incorrect. Everybody's wrong.
What?
Okay, simplify it. You're the only one right.
Oh.
That's good. Simplify it. Simplify it. No.
So rise.
No.
What?
I guess that would work. No. I know what you're doing wrong. Miranda's explaining. Good. No.
Oh.
No. Start explaining it to the people around you.
But did I get it right?
Simplify it. No.
Right.
Don't go to a mixed number. Leave it an improper fraction. It's a simplified improper fraction. Yes.
Oh.
No. You got one over rise. No.
Wait, so, boom. I gotta get it right. That's a 5, by the way.
Start checking each other's.
Like
You
this
guys check with each other now. That's good. You guys check with each other.
I have no one to check with.
Check with them.
I'm trying.
I'm not right. I'm
What'd you get, 15?
I know.
And you
No, it's
multiply it
4:30.
3?
Okay. What's the rise?
20.
20. What did a lot of you do wrong?
We just
Discounted.
Look at the actual point.
You didn't look at the scale.
Oh, those are the good ones.
Over 15. So my slope is 20 over 15, which is 4/3. That's my slope. In the upper right-hand corner, write down the y-intercept for me. Okay. And keep the slope there. So I should have slope and intercept on your board. You put the slope in that corner where I want it. You got your slope. Switch the corners. You don't need the slope right there. Now, build me the equation.
got this, Mr. Barre.
I know you've got this. I believe in you. The same way I believe in you. You lost your ex.
The same way that you believe in the Easter Bunny.
That's good.
I'm scared. Wow.
Good. You went decimal on that. Good. Good, good. 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 This is for the camera, so it makes sense for whoever's watching at home. I found the slope, which is 4/3. I found the intercept, which is 45. I put it together. Y equals 4/3 x plus 45. That is the slope.
Slope
Are there
identified.
questions? Let's do another one. Let's go to slide number 13. In the upper left-hand corner, put the slope. Upper left-hand corner of your whiteboard. Put the slope of this line. Find 2 good points. Maybe. I don't think that's. Maybe. I'm not sure if it's that or something else.
Oh.
I think I go with you. No. Now I'm not sure. No.
What?
No way. No. Have you? I need you to walk through all of these steps in your brain.
Oh.
No. No.
What?
I got it.
Yes.
Just get it, just get it.
No. No. Yes.
Let's go.
No. 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 You know what? It might be a yes. It depends on how you what points you chose. No. Let's start with this.
I said negative 5 and 1.
What points did you use? Tell me.
I can demonstrate.
Yeah, right there.
Okay, good point.
Okay, yeah. And then there.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go with those 2 points. What's the rise?
20.
It depends what points you used. What's the run?
5. And then simplification.
20 divided by 5.
Negative.
Yeah.
There's my slope.
Oh.
Oh, I did negative 4. So just -4, right?
Negative 4 is good. Negative 4 over 1 is good. It's the same number.
Yeah.
Negative 4. In the other corner of your board, give me the y-intercept.
Boom.
Well,
Good. 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 Good.
Because it's not 40 on 8.
Coming back to you. Good. 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 Good.
It's 79.
I'd accept 79 or 80.
I can prove that it's 79.
It's fine. And build it for me now. X. X. You lost your X.
I put N instead. Oops.
Good. 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 Y equals. Good. Good. You lost an X. Fix it. Good. 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 Y equals -4.
79
or 79.
Are you kidding?
Go to slide number
15.
17.
Well done, Nick.
Y.
One of his favorite, like, root canals.
still see you. Back up in front of this. Imagine we collect the data. A bunch of survey data or a bunch of science fair data, a bunch of data, and we create the scatter plot. I take the scatter plot and I draw a best fit line. For that best fit line, I do all this and I create the equation. So imagine that's already happened. I've done all of that and I ended up with this. We are now going to use the equation to make predictions, to see what's really going on. Nico, will you read me this section?
A scientist has discovered that a person's blood sugar level is connected to the number of hours of sleep that person gets. The connection is modeled by the following equation.
Okay. Read me the next couple sentences. Bradley.
Where X is the number of hours of sleep and Y is the blood sugar level, explain the relationship.
Okay, stop right there. Explain the relationship. Somehow sleep and blood sugar is connected. You've explained relationships before. You actually did it on Monday. You said things like, as exercise goes up, your resting heart rate goes down. As distance increases, the probability of making the basket decreases. So what's going on with this equation? Gavin?
As the number of hours of sleep that you get increases, the blood sugar level decreases.
That's exactly right. And we could have figured this out. This could have been a science fair type of project. Like, hey, what's your blood sugar level and how many hours of sleep do you get? And they plot all the data and they draw the best fit line. So now let's actually use the equation to make a prediction. If I get 9 hours of sleep, what do you think my blood sugar level should be? I will give you a hint. You might want to use a calculator. Put the answer on your whiteboard so that I can see it. That's good. That's incorrect.
What?
That's incorrect. That was good. That's good. That's good. That's perfect. I'm going to show you.
What?
Do the same. Good. So Maddie?
Oh, I did it back. Never mind. I forgot.
So we're doing negative 3.4 times 9, and then adding that to the 120.
I forgot the negative.
Which would really be a subtraction step with it. And I get that. But I'm hoping you're seeing the big picture. This whole thing starts over here with data collection. It starts with some kind of an experiment. And it goes through this entire flow into an equation. And the equation allows us to then understand what's going on. The equation is something you could build into an app, a program that could do something. So diabetics, they have little computers that they plug in their blood sugar level and it tells them how much insulin to take. That information starts way back here with a bunch of experiments and runs all the way up here into equations that can then be programmed into a piece of software. I'm hoping, I know it's tough. I think this is interesting. This is real life right here at a really basic level. So let's do one more of these. Yep. Let's start by reading the words. We will start with Lizeth reading the first sentence.
Since the start of the 20th century, income levels have been going up. All income continues to rise.
Okay, so since 1900, income has been going up. This equation models that. What does X represent, JJ? It doesn't.
Oh, it's the number of years
The number of years
since the turn of the century.
since the turn of the century. And what does Y represent? Jordan.
Y represents income levels.
Income level, so the amount of money. So, in 1900, how much did somebody make? Raising a hand on that. 1900, how much did somebody make? Go for it. No. No. $1,000. In 1900, people made $1,000. In 1901, how much did somebody make?
2,000.
Nope.
Oh, wait, no, 1,200.
1,200. In 2000, excuse me, in 1905,
2,000.
how much did a person make? 2,000. Okay. Explain the relationship. Greenlee.
For every year it goes up past 1900, you get 200.
You don't have to be that detailed with it. Something like, as this goes up, this goes up.
As the year goes up, the money goes up.
Yep. As the year goes up, the money goes up.
What years
By a
increase?
third.
As the years increase, the money increases. That's the relationship. Tell me, how much, on your whiteboard, how much would you expect to make in 1980? That seems reasonable. That is different from his answer.
Oh, wait.
That seems good. I think so, since Presley agrees with you. Good. Do it again. You lost a 0 or something. Good. You're losing zeros. Good. You're good. You're not good. So how many years are we looking at? 80 years. 80 times 200. Good. Try it again. 80 times 200. Good. No. I don't know what you multiplied by. Good, 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 good. Good. So if I do 80 years times 200, that's $16,000
Oh, I'm
Plus-
close to 0.
plus the initial 1,000. That's where you lost it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Now, how much would I expect in 20 years from today?
Today,
This is why these equations are good. They let me look into the future. I can project the data. On your whiteboard, how much would I have? No. Maybe. That's way too low. That's like 1910 money right there. No, I think you're closest. I'm gonna say yes to this. Don't erase your board yet, though. Yes. No. 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 Yes. How many? Yes. How many years did you use?
From today.
Not 20, but how many years did you plug into the equation? You're plugging in 139 years.
I just did 2019.
119 is right now. 20
Oh,
years in
yeah,
the
that's better.
20 years in the future. 139 years.
I did it the long way. I did 119.
what?
So, do you have your calculator?
No.
Oh, I was like off by like
I was doing the math on
There's
8,000.
Good. Jordan, press me so. Good. 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 All right. How do I get this? I do 200 times 139, and then I add 1,000 to that. We're using 119. Or 100 and what?
Yeah.
100 and...
I can't even think right now.
All right. All right, let's get going on the homework, huh? Oh, Fisher. Stop streaming.